Good afternoon. It's Friday afternoon. I'm going to start going over my bench sessions again and what's going on. I'm going to stop doing the tricep day videos, just do the bench day videos, and yeah, just go over what's going on. So this Monday was a big session for me. It was a redemption session. The week prior was the first time in a long time that I did not make progress on a session. So 2 weeks ago, I did 33 total reps at 370. And then last week I did 30. So I got worse by 3 reps. And it was tough. It was deflating. After the third set, when I didn't get 6 and I got 5, and was heading down that path. It was deflating, but I'm proud of how I handled it. It was very deflating at first, and then I was able to get my head on straight and finish the workout strong. Also, thanks to JM for being there, being in my ear, talking to me. So after that session a couple weeks ago, or not this last Monday, the Monday before, talked to JM. We came up with a plan. Found 5 different things I could do to set myself up for a better session this previous Monday. And so came back and did 34 total reps at 370. So 4 rep improvement, 1 rep over 2 weeks ago. So back on track. Yeah, it was good for me because I'm at times I could be way too results driven and focus on the results to the point of where it becomes self-destructive. And I just took it on the chin. It was a bad day, and came up with a plan, executed, moved forward, and did a good job. Also, I left it at the gym. When I left the gym, I didn't want to take it out on my girlfriend or kid or my new puppy, and be a dick because I had a bad session. So I felt like I left it at the gym as well. I didn't come home pissed or, whatever. So it was good to have that. And, just a reminder of how much work actually goes into this. Sometimes I make progress quickly and it just seems so easy, and of course it's fun when you're adding 5-10 pounds every week, but then when that doesn't happen, I don't feel discouraged. It's not any less fun. I don't feel less confident. It's just a bad session, and with JM's help, able to identify some areas to improve, to come back the following week and do better. So I'm going to do my upper accessories today: triceps, lats, biceps, rear delts, traps. I did last week. I started not doing legs, so I took that out for the rest of prep. The meet's 8 weeks from tomorrow. My legs are big, they're strong, and in 9 weeks they're not going to evaporate or go away. So I don't need to do it anymore for the remainder of this prep. It's just something else I need to recover from, and something else that's going to take energy away from the bench press. So it's just not worth it at this time. So pulled those out. Let's see, I've nutrition-wise, being more mindful of what I'm eating, trying to eat cleaner, like cleaner carbohydrates, and tracking my macros more now, mainly for the protein. I'm going to eat 250 grams of protein a day. And before I wasn't tracking it, I just would track calories. And I feel like the carbohydrate to protein ratio is way off. So I'm still going to eat a lot of carbs, but I'm just making sure I'm getting more protein in as well. And then the fats are pretty much the same, the entire bulk. They go up a little bit, and then when I go to diet, they'll go down, so I can keep the carbs a little bit high and drop the fats. But Yeah, so nutrition, like here I have some cheesy grits and 12 ounces of chicken thigh all mixed in this bowl. So, and save some money eating in because it's getting very, very expensive eating out. So, going to tighten that up, pay a little more attention there. My sleep's getting better. I do have next Wednesday an appointment to go in and get fitted, set up, given my CPAP finally. So I'll get a CPAP next week, and I know some people don't like it, but I know a lot more that do like it than don't. So I'm hoping that it helps, and I do like it, because if I can start to get better, even better sleep, that's just going to help my numbers go up quickly. Because training on 3 hours of sleep and training on 6 hours of sleep is a huge difference. So I can only imagine if I start sleeping 7, 8 hours and don't have apnea, how much better it will be. So I kind of prop my head up and use a thicker pillow now, and can find a position where it's pretty decent, but I still need the CPAP. So next Wednesday I'll go get set up with that. And then I've debated whether or not I'm going to talk about this subject, and I am going to talk about it. And that is the subject of the chemistry side of this, the male synthetic hormone derivatives, performance enhancing drugs, steroids, anabolics, whatever you want to call it, drugs. So I do have a prescription for testosterone. I do stay on testosterone year round. The dosages change. Right now, I've been on 400 milligrams of testosterone a week. On Monday, or this next week, I'm going to bump up to 500 milligrams of test, and stay there for the rest of the prep. And then on Tuesday, Tuesday, I started taking 30 milligrams of Dianabol, D-ball. And I'm going to take that for the remainder of my sets of 6. So that's 3 more. I have 3 more sessions. So about 3 weeks of the D-ball. And then when I transition to my triples, I'll take the first couple weeks off and then see where I'm at, and either do 30 milligrams again for the last 2 or 3 weeks, or just not do it if the progress is great. I don't want to make too much progress and get injured. So we'll see. I might throw it in again at the end. And then on meet day, I will take halo testing. The day of the meet, right before I start warming up, I'll take 30 milligrams of halo testing. And then when the meet's over, I'll go on a diet, and I'll just be on a sport TRT dose of testosterone. I've been watching a lot of videos from a gentleman named Broderick Chavez, and he works with a lot of high-level power lifters, bodybuilders, professional athletes, Olympic athletes. I'm not supposed to be doing it. He works with them. Not as popular online as some of the biology bros, but definitely knows his stuff. And so he says sport TRT dose would be 2 to 3 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. So I consider the 308 class my home base. So that's 140 kilograms. So I base it off of that, even though I will be in 2 or 3 other weight classes. That's my base weight class. So 140 kilograms. So 2 to 3 per kilo would be 280 to 420. So actually right now, I haven't even gone above the sport TRT dose. I'll be in at 400. But when it's over, I'll drop down to 280 and do the low end of that sport TRT dose. And then as the time goes on, slowly work it up, and then throw in some orals here and there to peak for meets, or if things are getting a little stale, throw in some orals here or there. But that's what I like. I like testosterone. I've taken what I like testosterone, Dianabol, and Anavar. I've taken all of them. I really like them. I have not taken Anadrol. But I will probably in the future, just not yet. I feel like I can get a lot stronger without it, so I don't want to take it yet, but that I probably will take that in the future. And then halotestin, the day of the meet. I do like that, but I only take that the day of the meet. And then I have tried others, Equipoise, NPP, nandrolone phenylpropionate, so DECA, but the shorter ester, EQ, NPP, tried Masteron, and then forgetting one other injectable, not Tren, not DECA, Masteron, Equipoise, NPP, maybe that's it. Didn't really like them. Every time I took them, I just would think I should just take more testosterone, and I'm prescribed it. So I don't know why I would take 200 tests, 200 Masteron, 200 tests, 200 EQ, when I can just take 400 a test. Because I mean, they weren't bad, but didn't really see the benefit, especially considering they're, underground labs. They're not pharmaceutical like my testosterone is. So yeah, that's the PED plan. Gonna maximize this dose, 530 milligrams. That's the most I'll take at the moment to peak for a meet, and I'll maximize that dose, and then eventually bump each up a little bit to peak for a meet. When I take the Anavar, I like to take 40 milligrams of Anavar. So if I take Anavar, it's 40, D-ball 30. Test is between 280 and 500 milligrams throughout the year, closer to the 280 for most of the year. Yeah, that's it. No growth, no SARMs, no peptides, just good old test and D-ball. And yeah, I respond pretty well to it. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go do some accessories in a little bit, and then next Monday be back to benching, and we'll see how some of these changes that I've thrown in this week with the chemistry and nutrition, see how that affects my session on Monday. So have a great weekend.
Go forward. watched you, though.